I've been making content on YouTube for about 3 years now. So today, I thought it'd be fun if I show you guys what goes on behind the scenes when I'm making these videos. Alright, the first thing I need is an idea. So far, all of my videos have been related to video games, cartoons, or movies. Anything I like is fair game. Now, getting the idea is pretty easy. They usually show up when I'm not doing anything creative. I'll lie down, about to fall asleep, and if I get excited about the idea enough, it becomes all I think about. Then I'll move on to the next step, which is here I'm looking at anything related to the subject I'll be animating. Characters, environments, video clips, you name it. I take my time with researching because everything I find can make the process easier once I start. Any references I find useful for the video get added to a mood board. My program of choice for making mood boards is called PureRef. With PureRef, I can just drag and drop in any images I want to use. PureRef is free, and if you're a creative of any type, I can't recommend it enough. I'll put a link to download it in the description. Making the mood board is a lot of fun. I just love seeing how massive these things can get. This one here is what I used to make the Catch Your Pokemon video. I'll show off a couple more from some of my other vids so you get the idea. When the mood board is more or less finished, I start to make concept art drawings of the characters. I try to draw characters in a way that makes them easy to animate for me. Sometimes I'll simplify their designs to better fit my art style. Once I'm confident with all the pre-production work, I get started on the storyboard. If you look at professional storyboards, they're all so neat and detailed with gorgeous artwork. Well, here's mine. I like to make doodles inside of boxes to represent each scene along with the dialogue. I do these fast so I can have a general outline of what I'm doing. They are crude and unorganized, but that's fine. I just need something physical in front of me when I'm planning these out. Aside from this video, they were never really meant to be seen by other people. As long as I can understand them, that's all that matters. The moment I have clarity on how I'll finish the video, I move on to the Animatic. For those of you that might not know what an animatic is, it's a rough version of an animation. Having an animatic nearby is pretty handy because with it, I can see how the drawings and audio will work together. During this step, I use Krita to help me sketch out the animation frames. To keep everything simple, I just use black and white. I also keep reference videos on hand when animating to save time. The animation process goes by a lot faster when I can see how the things are supposed to look. Now, sometimes when I can't find a good animation reference, I'll just go ahead and make one myself. I just have to be sure that no one's around because it can be a bit embarrassing to explain what I'm doing. Anyway, when I finish drawing animation frames, I export them so they can be used when I edit together the video. Right now, my video editing software of choice is Davinci Resolve. This is where I bring together all my animation frames as well as my audio. I get all of my audio from in-person recording, video files, and websites like freesound.org. When everything in the Animatic looks good, I move on to the most time-consuming part, which is rendering. This is where things start to look pretty and polished. The reason it takes so long is because I have to do line work, coloring, and shading for each of the frames I drew for the animatic. While rendering, I like to work on all the frames of one character before I move on to the next one. I keep the color palettes nearby so I can finish that much faster. I'm able to zone out and enter the flow state while I'm doing this since all the groundwork is done. Also, this is the part where I add in lip syncing. I just draw the character's mouth shapes on top of the animation frames in a scene. I have a habit of making the mouth shapes with my own mouth when I'm doing this. It's needed, okay? After I finish the work on the characters, I move on to making the background. I'm able to draw these pretty quickly nowadays. Once I learned how perspective worked, it was a game changer. However, if the background's a bit too complex, I like to trace over it with 3D models. Look familiar? When everything has been rendered out, I can start the cleanup. Here, I am reviewing my animation multiple times. I'm looking for any major errors I may have missed, or if there's something I might want to cut out. Sometimes I'll send the file to friends or family members to see if they catch anything I may have missed. If everything checks out, I can finally move on to the upload. So this is the final mountain I need to climb to finish my video. All of my videos are saved as MP4s with the size being 1920 by 1080 pixels. This is also where I have to make the thumbnail for the video. I'll either use an image still from the animation, or I'll just create one from scratch. After I upload the file, I always wait for all the checks to go through. Once I'm in the clear, I add in video tags related to my animation, as well as manually typing in subtitles. I prefer to schedule my videos to be uploaded one day after they're finished. This gives me plenty of time to create a silly community post to help notify my viewers about what's coming. And that's how I make animation videos here on YouTube. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, don't hesitate to write them below. I love making content like this, so if there's anything specific you'd like me to explore, just let me know. I recently took a long break from YouTube, and it gave me a lot of time to think. Over the past couple of years, I lost sight of the reason I started in the first place. I want to create, learn, and teach. I've been slacking on the teaching, and from what a lot of you guys have told me, I'm pretty good at it. I'll be making more very soon. Thank you all so much for being on this journey with me. I can't wait to get started on the next video. Until then, see ya.